Oh, there you go. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's explain what we're doing here. This is our washing machine, and we've got 3 buckets. You got the plunger with the holes that have been drilled in it. Okay. This is bucket 1 and 2. It's got all the holes drilled in it there. It's got the spigot down at the bottom. And that bucket actually sets about 2 inches from the spigot. We're right there about it. Okay, and then we have a 3rd bucket here, which is just full of water. This is just for weight, with a lid on top. Okay, so here we go.
This is about 3 loads of laundry here, all said. What I do is I stick my laundry in until it just fills to the top of the bucket. Don't push it down really, just kind of put it in there until it fills up the bucket. That's 1 load of laundry. I have a little bit of extra darks I'll have to do in a separate load. That's 1 load of laundry there. I add my laundry soap. If you look inside the lid, there's a bunch of little lines. You won't be able to see them on the camera, but it tells load side on the inside. And the smallest line actually has an O above it or a 0. I'm not sure which it's supposed to be. That equals probably about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of laundry soap. I fill my lid up to about that much. Pour it in over top of my laundry like that. Just right on top of it. And then I fill it with water. You'll notice as I start to fill it with water, the laundry actually sinks in the laundry tub. That's what you want. You need to have extra room so that you can slosh your laundry around. And if I turn this to full instead of shower, it might fill up before tomorrow.
That's my fault. Eventually with this, we're actually planning on using a bag of soap nuts and leaving it in the bottom of the first bucket. And that way we don't have to buy laundry detergent as often. Honey, that valve needs to be shut.
Oh, my valve is turned on.
See how the water just automatically drains out?
Okay, finish filling this up. Okay, my water is full to the top of the bottom bucket. If I fill it any higher, it'll actually run out the sides of the bottom bucket. So I don't want to fill it fuller than that. The next thing I do is I just slosh it around just a little bit, just to get everything in there. Get the soap mixed in. Maybe 5 or 6 minutes, maybe not even that much. And then I walk away for about 15 to 30 minutes and let my laundry soak. So right now, all we're doing is just pushing it around so that soap gets mixed in, all of the clothes get wet, and start to basically let the soap get in there and start pulling the dirt out of the fabric. And if you'll notice, my laundry is now way down in the water rather than up to the top level of the bucket. Now I'm just going to let it sit for about 15 to 30 minutes in soap, until that soap has a chance to pull out some of the dirt out of the material. That's it for now, guys.
And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, here we are back at 20 minutes.
It's been about 20 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and smash this laundry around just like your washing machine would do. Probably about for 5 or 10 minutes. Just keep smashing it around. Sometimes I go ahead and use my hands because I can pull stuff up from the bottom and I can take a look at what needs extra cleaning if there's something that has stains on it. One of the stain things that I found, I tried it a couple of weeks ago and I found that it was really useful, is that new Dawn spray. I just sprayed it right on the stain right before I washed it, let it sit while I was doing other loads of laundry, and it took pizza stains out of the front of a multicolored shirt, and there's nothing left of them. So that's one idea for stain remover. But I just go ahead and slosh this laundry around, punch it, smash it, whatever, to work the water and the soap through each layer of cloth to get out all of the dirt and suds and sweat and nasty stuff that's in your laundry. When I get done with this, after about 15 minutes, we'll come back and show you how we drain it and squeeze out most of the water and get ready for the rinse cycle.
Okay.
Alright, I've squished my laundry around enough. I think it's pretty well clean. So I'm going to go ahead and let the water out. Maybe. There we go. Just let it run out on the ground. We don't have any problems with any kind of EPA regulations or anything like that here. If you live in an area where they're highly regulated, you may have to run your water into a gray water tank or something like that, just to avoid having problems with the EPA or local law enforcement or whatever. But we just let the water run out like this. When the stream gets down to where most of the water is out of the bucket, if you want to look, the clothes are kind of in here, just loose. And they've been smashed around and turned around and stuff. Now I'm going to take this other bucket over here and put it on top like that and just smash it down to help get extra water out of the clothes. I'm going to smash it down until I can get as much out as I can. Sometimes we just go ahead and sit on the top of the bucket.
I had it a little too full. There you go. That's squished out mostly.
Okay, and then we take the second bucket back off, or the third bucket, I guess you'd count it. Dump out all the water that's left in the bottom, because there is about 2 inches of space in that bottom bucket. So I dump all the extra water out that I can get out. And if you look, these clothes aren't...
Let's take the whole thing out and show them. Oh. Yeah, see, that's all there was in the bottom after we got done.
And I can dump it out. It leaves a little bit of residue, but it's not a big deal. If you look, these clothes, they're not wrung out like a washing machine, a mechanical washing machine would do. But they're at least as wrung out as hand wringing. And putting that other bucket on top is a lot easier than wringing out each piece of laundry by hand. So now that I'm done with emptying that and wringing those out, I'm going to turn my valve back off. And I'm going to just fill my bucket full of water again. Put it on full so it actually fills.
Now the big thing on this too is these holes that are on the side, on the inside, if you look at them, they're actually flush up against the sides of the bucket on the inside. So you're not actually getting anything out through those holes, but it causes it to where it breaks the suction. If this was just the holes in the bottom, you'd have the suction on the sides, and then you would not be able to get your bucket back out once you got everything drained.
Okay, so this is I usually do 2 rinses because due to the fact that the laundry is not run completely dry, it still does have some of the residue of the laundry soap in it. If you were wanting to use some kind of a fabric refresher or something like that, you could use vinegar as a fabric refresher. Vinegar does a really good job of softening your fabric and killing any extra bacteria that's left in the laundry after you're done washing it. This is the step at which you would put that fabric refresher or vinegar or whatever in your rinse cycle. And then you just slop them around just like you did when you washed them. You can either use the plunger like this, or a lot of times I just resort to hand doing it because for me that's a lot of times it's just easier to make sure everything gets squished around evenly. Sometimes your plunger likes to hold on to stuff. You just have to kind of keep an eye on it. With delicate fabrics, it might be better to go ahead and do it with your hands just to prevent it from getting caught up and maybe pulling or tearing something that you have that's delicate. But other than that, this is the first rinse. We'll wring it out, dump it out and wring it out, and do this over again. And then after the second rinse, we'll just go ahead and hang them up on the clothesline, just like you would any other laundry right out of your laundry. If you want to take a look, you can see how dirty this first rinse is. That's the reason that I do the second rinse as well, because this water is still kind of dirty, and I don't want that much residue in my clothes. It harbors bacteria and kind of holds on to kind of a funk. But if you do the second rinse, there's still a little bit of stuff in the water, but with a second rinse, you really don't have a problem. So that's how we do laundry. This is rinse number 1. We'll do another rinse, and then we'll be done, and we'll show you what it looks like when we hang it up.
Okay, here's the second rinse. And as you can see, the water is a lot cleaner. That's why it's always good to do that second rinse. Okay, so now you've seen exactly the whole set of wash cycles, how it works, and everything else. After this one, we will actually just hang it up, and that's it.